Hey gun people, another taser incident. I'm going to piss off people on this one because I'm on the cop side on this one. And I know a lot of people ain't going to agree with me. And the cop was fired, which I think was absolutely inappropriate. But I'm nobody's judge, jury, and nobody really gives a shit what I think except maybe a few people that come here to listen. But let's watch this taser event and I'll tell you why I don't have a problem with it. Okay, so I'm not going to say anything, let you guys watch it, and then I'll play it again and tell you what I'm seeing from the cop's perspective. Actually, I'll play it again and tell you what the suspect's perspective was, and then the cop's perspective. Damn bootleg, jackboot cop picking on a poor, unarmed old man. He's gonna pull a damn taser on him. It's ridiculous. Crazy ass law enforcement out there being Nazi SS bootleg. Look at that, he's pointing at the taser. He's already tasered a poor old man twice. Okay, so let's try this again. Suspect's position was, I was stopped, I was legal, the cop got rough with me, threw me to the ground for no reason. And because the news media and because the guy was old and everybody did it, the chief folded, they did a IA and they fired the guy. I don't think the guy should have been fired. And I'm going to put a link in the description to where his lawyer that defended him doesn't think he should have been fired. I agree with the lawyer, and I don't do that too often. And I'm not just agreeing with this cop because I like cops and because I'm defending him. I'm going to talk you through on why I think this cop is okay. First, we have a lawful, legal traffic stop. The guy has no inspection sticker, and he has a temporary tag. And these temporary dealer tags are the most abused things, and it pisses cop off. Because people that own car dealerships and car dealers, they put these tags on and they use them for their personal cars and for personal business, and they avoid paying taxes that everyone else has to pay by just throwing on these dealer tags. There's very specific rules when you throw on a dealer tag. You have to be moving a car, transporting the car for sale, doing maintenance on the car. You cannot use dealer tags to drive around for 3 months in a new car and then turn a car in and get a new car just because you own a dealership. So cops get kind of fed up with these dealer tags in places that abuse these dealer tags, so they end up stopping a lot of dealer tags and make sure they're in compliance. Where are you going? What are you doing? Because if you're not using the dealer tag in accordance with how it's supposed to be used, then you're driving a car without current registration. Now you may think that's simple and it may be BS, but it's a big problem when you're working as a cop and you're dealing with all these. But anyway, small crime compared to felonies, I agree, but that's not the key here. The key is it was a lawful legal stop. The cop did nothing wrong by stopping this guy. Guy gets out of the car immediately. Officer didn't ask him to get out, he gets out. He's already irritated. He tries to walk away. He says, I'm going inside. The officer has to tell him to come back. That's a clue. We have a non-cooperative. We have a no person. We have, at the best, a maybe person. But we don't have a yes person. Okay? Where do no people belong? On the ground. Is he a no person yet? No, but he's at least a maybe person. He got out of the car and he tried to walk away and he kind of blew the cop off like, screw you. Now he's pissed off that he didn't go inside, so he walks to the rear, points to the tag like, hey, I got a freaking tag, just like everybody that drives these tags. They think they're exempt. They think cops are a pain in the ass when you stop them. They want to have an attitude and go, hey, I got a dealer tag. I'm legal. Leave me alone. So this guy has the same attitude, points, says, screw you. I don't give a shit. This is my shop. I'm leaving. Cop puts his hands on him, says, you're not leaving. The cop didn't, the guy has already tried to leave once. The guy hasn't shown any ID. He hasn't shown a driver's license. He hasn't proved that he's the owner, that he has a lawful. He has nothing, and he's already tried to leave twice. Cop's not wrong. Cop used reasonable force to stop the guy. He put his hand on him and said, you're not leaving. This isn't aggressive. This isn't bootleg. This isn't crazy. He tried to stop the guy by putting his hand on him. He was going to cuff him and detain him. A lawful detention. Why? Because a person did not ID. He failed to ID and he tried to leave twice. I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to detain him. The officer called for cover. He has another unit coming, and he's going to put the guy in handcuffs till he figure out what's going on. All legal, all reasonable, all appropriate. I have absolutely no problem with this. As he tries to put the guy's hand behind, get resistance. The guy refuses. He stiffens up. He leans forward. This is active resistance. He is not complying to the detention to put his hands behind his back. He's not complying with the officer's orders. He's not shown ID, a driver's license. He hasn't done anything. Suspect, victim, if you want to call him, driver, absolutely all wrong. Officer, 100% correct, no problem. Guy's obviously resisting. Tries to throw his arm up. Is he throwing his arm up to try to punch the cop? Or is he throwing his arm up to twist away? I don't know, but his arm went toward the cop. Could this reasonably be said that he tried to punch or injure the officer, and now the officer is going to up the level of force because not only is the guy resisting, but he tried to punch him? Was he not trying to punch him? Was he just saying, ow, that hurts? I don't know. But I'm just telling you from the video what it looks like. Tries to put him on a car. Leans him on a car, is going to handcuff him, tried to get him in a rear wrist lock. I'm going to put the handcuffs on you and we're going to settle this in a second. Suspect, victim, driver, whatever you want to call him, rips his arm away, escapes from the cops, and is still actively resisting. Suspect or officer grabs him and says, "You are absolutely a no person. Policy, procedure, training says no people belong on the ground." Officer takes him to the ground. Now, what I don't see is they say while he's on the ground, he tased the guy twice. I don't know if he did or he didn't. Be honest, I really don't care. The guy's a no person and he's actively resisting. Does anybody think when this guy hit the ground, he went, okay, no problem, let me put my hands behind my head. Go ahead and put the handcuffs on me and my license in my pocket, and I'm sorry I was being resistant. Does anybody think that happened? I don't. The officer then, after whatever happened on the ground, felt the need to back away, point the taser, and tell the guy to stop resisting. This cop did not do anything wrong. I don't care if the guy's 76. I don't care if it's a female. I don't care what it was. I got no problem whatsoever with what this cop did. I cannot believe they fired him. They must have got a lot of pressure. They're making this young cop look like a bad guy. They're making the old guy look like the poor, innocent victim that was just having a cup of coffee and a cop just ran up on him, threw him to the ground, and tased him for no reason. I call BS big time. I'll put 2 links in here in the description for what the lawyer said and what the video says. We'll end that there.